Hi, sweetheart. We will read together in the text, chapter 15, the Holy Instant, section 3, paragraph 3. There is a deep responsibility you owe yourself, and one you must learn to remember all the time. I'm going to pause and say, this sounds important. The lesson may seem hard at first, but you will learn to love it when you realize that it is true and is but a tribute to your power. You who have sought and found littleness, remember this. Every decision you make stems from what you think you are and represents the value that you put upon yourself. Believe the little can content you, and by limiting yourself, you will not be satisfied. Wow. For your function is not little. And it is only by finding your function and fulfilling it that you can escape from littleness. There is no doubt about what your function is, for the Holy Spirit knows what it is. There is no doubt about its magnitude, for it reaches you through Him from magnitude. You do not have to strive for it because you have it. Wow, I'm going to pause and say this is so profound and beautiful. And A Course in Miracles teaches us again and again that what we're looking for out there is already here within us. And that's why it's such a trap of the mind, of the small self, of the ego, to go out looking, because then you'll never find it. If you go out there to look for it, you'll never find it because it's not out there. You already have it. You do not have to strive for it because you have it. All your striving must be directed against littleness. For it does require vigilance to protect your magnitude in this world. To hold your magnitude in perfect awareness in a world of littleness is a task the little cannot undertake. Yet it is asked of you in tribute to your magnitude and not your littleness. Nor is it asked of you alone. The power of God will support every effort you make on behalf of His dear Son. And you know, as we know from doing the workbook for students, we know that His Son is you. You are God's perfect Son, perfect, whole, and complete. Search for the little and you deny yourself His power. God is not willing that His Son be content with less than everything. Wow. God is not willing that His Son be content with less than everything. For He is not content without His Son, and His Son cannot be content with less than His Father has given Him. I asked you earlier, would you be hostage to the ego or host to God? Let this question be asked you by the Holy Spirit every time you make a decision. For every decision you make does answer this and invites sorrow or joy accordingly. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pause here. What if we took this seriously? What if we asked that question every time we had to make a decision? Will I be hostage to ego or host to God? Knowing that my choice to be hostage to ego or host to God will directly result in either sorrow or joy. What if we took that very seriously and actually believed this? Let's experiment with it. Let's choose to believe this right now. And let's apply it. And next time you have a decision to make and you're uncertain, ask yourself, would I be hostage to ego or host to God? Choose accordingly and know that when we choose to be hostage to the ego, we will be inviting sorrow into our lives and failure and misery. And if we choose to be host to God and act accordingly, the fruit, the result will be joy. It will be peace. When God gave Himself to you in your creation, He established you as host to Him forever. He has not left you and you have not left Him. All your attempts to deny His magnitude and make His Son hostage to the ego cannot make little whom God has joined with Him. Every decision you make is for heaven or for hell and brings you the awareness of what you decided for. The Holy Spirit can hold your magnitude, clean of all littleness, clearly and in perfect safety in your mind, untouched by every little gift the world of littleness would offer you. I'll pause here and say, the world of littleness offers us pebbles, stones, in exchange for diamonds. But for this, you cannot side against him in what he wills for you. Decide for God through him. For littleness and the belief that you can be content with littleness are decisions you make about yourself. The power and the glory that lie in you from God are for all who, like you, perceive themselves as little and believe that littleness can be blown up into a sense of magnitude that can content them. Neither give littleness nor accept it. All honor is due the host of God. Your littleness deceives you, but your magnitude is of him who dwells in you and in whom you dwell. Touch no one then with littleness in the name of Christ, eternal host unto his Father. Wow. This is pretty clear. We're being asked to escape from littleness, escape from that false identity that you are little. Little, scared, and helpless, when in truth, you are magnificent, powerful, wise. Set your true self free by refusing to be a devotee of littleness, as the ego would have you be. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everything you do. The light that you bring into this world that can feel very dark at times. Thank you. You are so beautiful. I'll see you soon.